Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first installment of the season, Booneville Bearcat basketball. I'm Jake Fennell, joined by Isaac Brown. Normally we're joined as well by Zach Austin, but he got to looking at his appendix and decided I don't want it anymore and had it surgically removed. So make sure you keep Zach in your thoughts as he's may need them. That sounds painful. I don't know if it is or not.
Yeah, I think he was a little sore the past couple of days. So
we're going to have real quick the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem, and then we'll be right back here with you. And we're back with you here at Bearcat basketball, and as the starting lineups are going to start to be announced here, going to have a little quick pregame deal with you here. We don't have a ton of stats we've been able to find, but we've got some. Booneville taking on Hackett tonight. Booneville is 7-10 on the season, 3-3 in conference. They're currently sitting in fourth place in the standings. Hackett struggled this year, 2 wins on the season, but they're coming in today looking to steal one on the Cats' home floor. The Cats lineup, starting lineup, is about to be announced here. Starters are going to lead us off with Lexi Franklin. Lexi's your do-it-all senior for the Cats. She averages 14.2 points a game, just under 7 rebounds a game, 3 assists, and 3 steals. That's Lexi Franklin, number 11, coming in.
5'4" junior, number 12,
Angie Brown, number 12, is going to be your next one. She averages 4.4 points a game with 3.4 rebounds and 2.5 assists. Teir is going to be your big girl down low. She's number 15. She averages 8.5 points a game and 6.2 rebounds. And then move in from Greenwood, Bailey Parnell, number 23, averaging 3 points a game and 5.7 rebounds. And your last is going to be number 24. That's Lindley Garrett. Lindley, 11.7 points and 7 rebounds a game. Big stat for Lindley, though, is behind the arc, where she's shooting 36% on the season. She's set a school record in a couple of different ways this year. She's got 52 three-pointers on the season. A lot of season left, and she's already broke that record. So that she got an opportunity here tonight to really help put that thing where it's going to be tough to reach. And then she's also got the most in a season. She hit 7, I believe, the other night. And so Lindley able to get it done, averaging about 12 points a game. We're going to have your opening tip-off here. It's going to be Tempe, number 15. That's going to be Alana Rothwell, number 20 for Hackett, who's going to win the jump. And Hackett's going to get the ball to start things off. Ball is stolen by Parnell, an early steal. Good defense there by the Cats. The ball is transitioned up the floor into the number 11's hands. That's Lexi Franklin, who swings it over to Lindley Garrett. Cats will look to strike early and often here with Lindley Garrett behind the arc. As we said, 52 three-pointers on the season. She likes to shoot it. And here's our first shot of the game. It's going to be from the arms of Lexi Franklin. It's going to be off and rebounded by number 11. That's going to be Elia Escoffier. Hackett works it around the arc into the hands of number 21. That's Jessie Mendenhall. Forces one, and it's stolen and transitioned up the floor into the hands of Lexi, who takes it and puts the first basket of the game in. 2 points for Lexi Franklin. Nearly steals the inbound pass as it's across half court. Hackett looking to answer as the ball is dropped and transitioned up the floor again into the hands of Lexi. One more left-handed layup will give her her 4th point of the game. Cats defense with 3 steals already. I'm not going to be able to keep up with all the stats. I've already tried to do it and I've messed up. So, ball is stolen once again, that time by Lindley Garrett. It's going to be 4. 30 seconds on the shot clock. The shot clock is implemented now into conference games in high school basketball 3A. It's the first season I think it's had a full implementation. Learning curve for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
It's the ball, good little dish into the hands of 23. That's Parnell, and she's going to go to the line for 2 shots. Foul's going to be the first on Hackett. It's going to be given to Escoffier, I believe is how you say her name. That's number 11. That'll be the first team foul. 2 shots for Parnell. First one is up and good. It's going to extend this Cats lead to 5. Currently on a 5-0 run. 5:58 to go in the quarter. This first quarter is brought to you by Gerald Baker of Shelter Insurance. It's the second one. Rolls around the rim and finds the hole. 6-0 lead for the Cats. And we're going to have another turnover. Tried to force one down the floor. Nobody open. Stepped across the line. And that's going to lead to the first timeout. Hackett will be charged with their first 30-second timeout of the game. And while we're here, Isaac, if you don't care to read some of the sponsors for the website and live stream.
Find it again. So, exclusive broadcast advisors, First Western Bank, serving our local community for over 110 years. For the premier sponsors, 5B Properties and B Plus Storage Solutions. See Calvin Bennett for your rental needs. And Community National Bank. Let Brett Cook and his staff take care of your banking needs.
So the Cats are going to have the ball underneath their own goal. Fresh shot clock, 35 seconds, 5:58 to go. As Lexi inbounds it up top to Lindley, who swings it over to Angie, who drives, dishes back out to Lindley. Over to Franklin, her do-it-all senior, who skips past inside. Excellent ball movement to start by the Cats as Lexi drives, gets a floater to go. 6 points early in the game here for Lexi. Cats on an 8-0 run. Hackett looking to answer. Eleven forces up a shot, gets it to go. Escoffier, I'm going to say her name different every single time. Eventually, one time I'll get it right. She's able to find the bottom of the net there, 8-2. As Angie skips it over to Lexi, who takes a 3-point shot off the mark, and it's rebounded by number 20. That's Lana Rothwell. Good look there by the senior Lady Cat, just unable to get it to fall. That is 11 who drives in. Escoffier. I finally heard it over the loudspeaker there from Kyle Elmore, able to get the layup in to cut this Bearcat lead in half, 8-4. And Lindley's going to take her first of the game and almost finds it, gets her own rebound, and gets the the 6-point lead shot to fall on a good job by her getting her own rebound following her shot. 21's just going to take it to the hoop, drives in, gets the easy layup. That's going to be Jesse Mendenhall. 10-6 lead for the Cats, 4:04 to go. We force the ball up floor and skip it over into the hands of Angie Brown. Back over to Lexi. Good little entry pass there and pass out, and that ball's going to be stolen by 11, who's going to miss her layup attempt. She was looking for the foul, didn't get the call. And sloppy ball handling there is going to turn it back over into the hands of the Lady Hornets. Both teams trying to get the ball moving fast, and I think you're going to look at both coaches. They're going to be saying, slow it down a hair. Let's run an offense. Tempe, got to be careful, ends up getting the foul called on her. It's going to be her first personal, the first team foul of the game. Hackett's going to get the ball underneath inbound. Cats starting out in a 2-3 zone defense. Tempe's got to be careful, almost picked up a second one there. Dishes it out to 21, long rebound, goes back to the offense. Resets the shot clock. And a 3-point attempt by number 10, that's going to be Cameron Stiles. Short of the goal, into the hands of Angie Brown as she brings it up the floor. Hackett did a better job right there of slowing things down. Now see the Cats do the same thing. Slow it down, run their offense. Lots of skip passes. They get the look they wanted from Lexi Franklin, who just misses her layup. And rebounded by number 20. It's going to be Rothwell. And Hackett's back on the move. 10-6 lead with 2:18 to go in the quarter. Drives inside, unable to get a shot. That ball is going to be off the hands of Franklin. Out of bounds. It'll be Hackett's ball on the sideline. Good job by Tempe Terry there down low. Solid defense. Get her hands up. She's a long-armed girl, tall. Caused some disruption. Done a good job up to this point. Ball's back over to the sideline. Inbounded into 20, who fires one up. Trying to beat the shot clock and unable to get it to go, and that's going to be a turnover into the hands of the Lady Cats. Got a little bit of a clock issue, I think. It's going to set it to 1:49 where the Cats get an opportunity to come on down the floor and look to tack onto their 4-point lead. We're going to have a foul on Hackett. That was Parnell going back to the free throw line. Foul's going to be on number 13, Ava Bartamir, multi-sport athlete for Hackett. It's going to send Parnell to the line, and the first is going to hit off the side, no good. Into the game is going to be number 34. That's Maya Carter. Parnell to the line for her second shot. It is up, and it finds the hole. That's going to go to an 11-6 lead. As Hackett quickly transitions it up the floor, and 11 gets a quick shot off and hits it. Escoffier puts more on the board, 11-8, 3-point lead. Good entry pass in there to Parnell just off the fingertips, and it's going to be a turnover, Hackett ball. And the Cats are going to look to press. Escoffier does it herself, brings it up the floor. Dishes it over to 13. It's going to be Bartamir. Forces one inside, and it's stolen by Tempe. It's got to be either a walk, a jump ball, or travel, something. But
Yep.
instead, we're going to let them play. Angie, she's going to get a good shot off. Rolls around, decides to fall. It's going to be 2 points for Angie, her first basket of the evening. 13-8 with 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Wild pass, and we're going to have a little collision there. It's going to be a foul on Booneville. It's going to be charge number 12, Angie Brown. It'll be her first personal foul and the team's second. Booneville out to an early 13-8 lead, led mostly by Lexi Franklin, who had 6 quick points. Parnell added a couple free throws. Angie Brown found a basket as well. Now the Cats are on defense. Shot clock off with 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Hackett most likely looking to get the last shot, and instead they're going to turn it over. Errant pass out of bounds. It's going to go to the Cats. 14 seconds to go. Lexi's going to bring it up the floor, looking to get the last shot. 5 seconds to go. Swings it over to Lexi, who fires off the jumper. Hits nothing and rebounded by the Hornets, and that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter with your score, Booneville 13, Hackett 8. We'll be right back.
Do a couple more sponsors. Shelter Insurance agents Gerald Baker and Austin Baker. S&W Home Center for all your hardware needs. The city of Booneville, good hometown. And Mayor Edgar Baker. First Booneville home. First Booneville home of First Booneville students and First Booneville kids.
Second quarter is going to be brought to you by Lofton Dentistry, keeping the bite in the Bearcat. Lindley fires up a three. It's short. Dangerous pass. Corralled there by Hackett, and they're going to come down looking to start out strong here in the second quarter. Ball is dead up top and dished off to the big girl. That's going to be number 20, Rothwell. 34, that's Carter, comes in, gets her first shot attempt of the game and hits the bottom of the rim, and Booneville is in transition. That's number 11, Lexi Franklin. We're going to have a foul down low on Angie Brown, entry pass. New rule, fouls start over every quarter now. Which,
really?
Yeah, some people love it, some hate it. I'm not going to have an opinion because it doesn't matter. That's going to be the first foul, though, on the on the Hornets. Booneville retain possession here. 28 seconds on the shot clock, closing in on the 7-minute mark of the half. Ball in the hands of Lexi Franklin. Lexi's been fighting injury on that right leg throughout the season. Just came back a couple weeks ago and dominated a couple games ago, dominated the fourth quarter the other night. As the ball is passed into Teir, who does not make it, gets her own rebound, fires up, unable to make it fall. And Hackett is in transition, moving up to their side of the floor. Point guard number 11, that's Escobar, is going to drive in, throws up a wild shot, but gets the foul, and that's going to be on Teir. That's going to be her second. And that'll give her a rest over on the bench for most of the rest of the half, if not the whole half. Looks like that's going to be Sierra Smith coming in to join the party here as Escobar's first shot is up and good. 13-9. J.J. Keats also coming in, giving Bailey Parnell a break. One shot to go here for number 11 of the Hornets. It is up and no good. Rebounded by Franklin, and here she goes. She's looking a lot better on that leg than she did just a couple of weeks ago. Able to get up the floor quick. Booneville looking to tack on. No points up to this point in the quarter. Garrett unable to find the basket so far in the game. We're early on in the contest. It's going to be given back to Hackett, who's going to have a travel. Be number 13, Bartimere, just a little too quick. Bartimere comes from a athletic family. Her dad is a coach. Booneville is coached by Caitlin Holub and assisted by Caden Cook. Holub is in her first season as the Lady Cats head coach after spending the last couple as an assistant. Garrett throws up another three, 0 for 4 on the night up to this point, but best way to get a shooter going is to just keep letting them shoot, and eventually she'll get hot, and that's the hope there. Got an aggressive effort right there, and it's going to go out of bounds on 21. That's Jessie Mendenhall of the Hornets. Angie Brown with the hustle play, able to get the ball back into the hands of the Lady Cats. J.J. Keats is into the game. First time tonight. She averages about 2.5 points a game as she drives in right there and gets the foul call. Will be on the floor. It'll be Cats ball underneath. As I was saying, JJ averages just 2.6 points a game, but she puts in quality minutes for the Cats. And she is the one that receives the inbounds pass, and a good look inside into the hands of Sierra Smith, who fires off her first shot, unable to get it to fall. And in transition here is Hackett. Escobar unable to get it to fall. Hustle play by Franklin gives it back into the hands of Hackett, who gets a basket to go. That's Carter, Maya Carter, number 34. Pulls this within a one-shot game, 13-11 with 4:45 to go in the half. Franklin does an excellent job of driving in and getting a foul call. She's going to go to the line. That foul is going to be on Escobar. That's her second foul of the game. Looks like Hackett's going to stick with her here, as Franklin's first free throw was up and good, 14-11 with 4:44 to go. And Franklin gets the second one to go, and why not? She's a 74% free throw shooter on the season. It's well above the team average. So she's certainly helping bring it up and extends this to a 4-point lead. We're going to have a foul. That's going to be on Angie Brown as well. And that's going to be her second, so she's going to have to come off the floor. Parnell back into the game. And it'll be Lady Hornet ball underneath. Just gets the pass off before the 5-second call, and almost stolen there by Garrett, and ends up stolen by Sierra Smith, who dishes it up the floor to who else? Lexi Franklin. Point guard Lexi Franklin brings it up the floor, looking to set up an offense. Cats only 2 points so far in the quarter. Looking to tack on more. Sierra falls away from her shot, unable to get it to go. It's going to be rebounded by number 20. That's Rothwell. And here come the Hornets, who dish one inside, and ugly foul right there by the Cats. That's going to be charge number 53, Sierra Smith. her first, team's third. And it's in the triangle, so that's going to go underneath, inbounded. Pass is a long one. Finally corralled by Scavier, who brings it back up the floor. Dishes it out for a wide open look. Unable to get it to fall is 13 Bartimere. Rebounded by Lexi. She's got it back up the floor. Dishes it over to Lindley. Pump fake. Skip pass over to Keats. Good look into the hands of Parnell, who fires off a long two. But rebounded by Franklin. Good little drive jump shot by Lexi. Finds the front of the rim. Rebounded by Rothwell. Booneville holding on to a 15-11 lead. 3:05 to go in the first half. Hornets not afraid to fire up a three, just unable to get them to fall up to this point. That one was Bartimere. I'm sorry, it was Scavier. And after a couple of offensive rebounds, it's going to fall out of bounds. It's going to be Cat's ball. And I'm going to lose my voice by tomorrow. I'm not used to this.
Probably good for your students.
Yeah, they'll be fired up. 2:45 to go, 28 seconds left on the shot clock as Lexi looks to drive, unable to find anywhere to go. Solid 2-3 defense up to this point for Hackett, and got going a little too quick for her own good there. That's going to be a travel for Lexi Franklin. Good defense on both sides of the ball tonight. Or both sides of the floor tonight, I should say. Ball is stolen there by Keats. Averages about a steal a game. Able to come up with one there. A skip pass inside to Parnell. Good look back to Lexi, who drives, and her shot is blocked by Rothwell. And we've got a timeout charged to Booneville. So that's where it will be. Booneville's ball underneath. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. And while we're here, I believe Isaac has got something to tell you.
Live stream sponsors Tier 1, Tyler Ford, serving our area for around 30 years. Shelter Insurance, agents Gerald Baker, Austin Baker, and Mrs. Lori Duke. Rockline Industries, people who make it right. Airmaster Inc., for all your air conditioning needs. Don's Easy Pay. Let Mandy, Josh, and the gang take care of you. Locations of Waldron, DeQueen, Mena, Idabel, Poto, Broken Bow, and Booneville, and Midtown Charm.
Going to be the end of that timeout. Both teams have 4 timeouts remaining. 2:03 to go, 19 seconds on the shot clock. Booneville able to get the timeout called, and it'll be their ball to inbound underneath. Official's going to hand it off to Lexi Franklin, who gets it up top into the hands of J.J. Keats. Little pick and roll there, finds the way into Lindley's hands. Excellent bounce pass in the lane into the hands of Sierra Smith, who's able to put it up and get her first basket of the evening. That's going to extend Booneville's lead to 17-11 with a minute 41 to go. Hackett looking to answer. And they almost do there. Rothwell's ball rattles in and out. Rebounded by the Cats, and they're back in transition, looking to tack on a couple more and extend this lead. Lexi just loses her handle on the ball there, and that's going to be a turnover back into the hands of the Hornets. A minute 23 to go. Keats playing good defense, moving her legs, keeping her hands high. Smith as well. Excellent job by the Cats. I've been impressed with their defense up to this point. But right there, we get an offensive rebound and a putback by Rothwell, and that's going to be a 3-point play here. Second foul on Smith. A minute left, a 17-13 game with 1 point pending here for Alana Rothwell. And she is going to get the roll, the shooter's roll. It's going to fall, so that's going to be 17-14 now. Back to a one-possession game, just under a minute to go in the first half. Booneville looking to do a little pick and roll action, unable to find it. Dish it inside to Smith, who's back out to Franklin, and she's going to get herself another turnover there. That's going to fall into the hands of Scavier as Franklin brings up the floor. A little bit of contact there. I thought you may get a little block call or push call. Doesn't get it. And now Hackett's got it down a score, 17-14. We're going to have a foul inside on Bailey Parnell. Just her first, but that's going to be a 15 foul, and that's going to get them to 2 shots, along with that rule change I was telling you about earlier. Now there's no such thing as just the bonus. Everything's double bonus. So once you get to the 5, it's 2 free throws. The thought was it would speed up the game. I don't know. I don't know. I hadn't seen the stats on that, but first free throw for Bartmere is going to fall. Her second is up, and it's good as well. So now this is a 1-point game, 17-16 to go. No shot clock. We're at 20 seconds left. Franklin hands it off to Lindley Garrett, who dishes it over to Keats. 12 seconds to go. Skip pass over to Lindley, who fires up a shot. A little wild on the shot, and it's going to be a turnover into the hands of Hackett, who's going to bring it down. Gets the shot off at the buzzer, and it is no good. And with that, Booneville is going to go into the locker room at halftime, currently leading the Lady Hornets of Hackett 17-16. Defensive battle. We're going to have a short little cheer deal here with the Static Fusion. Little cheer.
I don't know.
I don't know what they're called, but I'm going to call them the little cheers. So we'll be right back. We'll let you watch that. There's going to be about an 8-minute halftime here, and I'll try to get you some stats. You listening to Bearcat? Yep. And we're back with you here at Bearcat Gym. Some halftime stats. Points-wise, Lexi Franklin leads the pack with 8. She had 6 quick in the first quarter. On like the first 3 or 4 possessions, she was able to come up with 6. Cooled down a little bit, looking to get started here. She had lots of opportunity and good looks. Looking to get hot here in the second half. She's also had 4 rebounds and 1 assist. After that, it's kind of a mixed bag. Bailey Parnell, she's had 3 points. Lindley Garrett, 2 points. She's 0 for 4 tonight from the three-point line. 36% shooter, looking to get back to her form and her normal self here in the second half. Sierra Smith comes off the bench. Before she picked up her second foul there, she had contributed pretty good ways. She had 2 points, but she also had 3 rebounds, including 2 of them on offense. Tempe Teir, no points up to this point in the game, but she has had a presence on the boards. She's brought in a few. Angie Brown, 2 points and 1 rebound as well. Lindley Garrett leads the pack in the assist category. She's had 2. And Bailey Parnell in the steal category. She's got 2 steals as well. So the Cats went into halftime with a 17-16 lead, and it felt like it should have been more. Just unable to get shots to fall, open looks. And those are the ones that will come back and haunt you late in the game. You don't get going. Somebody's got to get going on the offensive side, as the game is going to start and be led by a 3-point basket by 21 Mendenhall, and she's going to give Hackett their first lead of the game, 17-19 in favor of Hackett. So the ball is going to be dished into the hands of Lexi, and we've got a lot of contact but no foul called. Kind of threw it out of bounds, unable to get a grip on it, and that's going to be a turnover. Hackett coming back down the floor after the 3-point basket by Mendenhall, looking to tack on a few more. Ball's going to be forced inside here. Tempe Teir straight up. Shot was by number 20, Rothwell, unable to get it to fall. Rebounded by the Cats, looking to get back on the positive side of things. And that's a Lindley Garrett 3 and just a little short. Looked like it was going to fall just a little more legs, and that thing will go. And a little hustle play right there by Franklin. Almost gets the steal there. Instead, it's going to be taken back out of bounds by Hackett and inbounded into the arms of Escavier, whatever you want it to be, because I sure don't know. And we're going to have a early foul quite a ways from the basket there.
Kicking. She tried to kick the ball.
Oh, I'm sorry. We had all those people. I couldn't see it. Yeah. So we had a kickball violation. I took a guess and I was wrong. So Booneville's going to get the ball here. It's going to be brought down the floor by Angie Brown, who drives in and dishes it out to Garrett. Loses her handle on it, dishes it inside. Good look to Tempe Teir, and she's going to get fouled and go to the line for 2. Foul's going to be on Bartmeyer. Her second, team's first of the third quarter. Terry to the line. First one's off the front of the rim, no good. A lot of shots, just not quite getting there. That one able to fall to get the lead, Hackett lead to just a single point. As Hackett moves the ball up the floor quick and gets a good look at 3. And able to fall. Scoffier able to get another 3-point basket to extend this lead to 4 for the Lady Hornets. Angie Brown looking to match it, just a little long. That's going to be rebounded by Rothwell, and a foul is going to be called by number 15. That's going to be Teir, and that's her third of the game. Going to have to be careful from here on out. Picking up her third, 5:50 to go here in the third quarter. Got a turnover, tried to force it inside, and we're going to give it right back to him. Angie just leads Lexi a little much and unable to get it. This third quarter is going to be brought to you by Jeff Terry with Blue Bear Marketing. Jeff Terry does a lot of the shirts and apparel here for the Booneville Bearcats and Lady Cat programs. Appreciate his sponsorship as the pass is stolen and dished up the court into the hands of Franklin, who gets an easy layup. Gets it to a one-score lead for Hackett, 22-20 with 5:15 to go in the quarter. And an errant pass there is going to roll into the scorer's table. Another turnover. Booneville got a little momentum going here. Defense has been solid up to this point here in the third quarter, aside from the two transition threes. Lexi gets a three-point shot and just unable to get it to fall. Rebounded by Franklin, and she's going to be fouled. It'll be Booneville's ball underneath. That foul's going to be charged to number 10, Cameron Stiles. It's going to be her first foul. And the second charge to Hackett. As Garrett gets her first three of the game, 53rd three on the season. She may be 1 for 6 tonight, but that was a big one. Gives the Lady Cats the lead back, 23-22, as Hackett drives in. It's going to be no shot. Foul is going to come on the floor and be charged to Lexi Franklin, number 11. Just her first foul. She's in good shape here. Will be the second team foul. Hackett ball underneath where they'll inbound. And they're going to pass it up top and dish it over to the side to Scavier. Forces it back outside into the arms of 21. Able to get it to go. That's Mendenhall. I think that's her third or second one. Second of the quarter. Third team three is going to give Hackett the lead back, 25-23. Hackett not been afraid to shoot the three today. Pump fake. Garrett drives in, dishes it out to Angie. Back to Garrett. Can she match it? Just a little long, but it is going to be rebounded by Parnell and back up top into the hands of Brown. Dishes it back out to Garrett, who drives in. Good look inside, and Terry unable to get the basket to fall. It's going to be rebounded by Hackett, and they are on the move. 3:45 to go. And they're going to turn it over. Lost the ball into the scorer's table. Scared Janice West down there, I think. And it's going to be Booneville ball. 3:42 to go in the quarter. Skip pass, dangerous pass over to Lexi. Loses her handle. Had a little bit of issues tonight. Getting moving a little too quick, I think. And we're going to have a charge. That's going to be a charge called against 21. That's going to be Mendenhall. Had a good little drive into the basket and lowered his shoulder and made a little contact. Coach didn't like the call, but that's tough.
Yep, got to live with it.
Yep, got to live with them. It's part of it. Booneville going to dish it back inside to Franklin. Franklin's going to dribble back up top. And we're going to have another foul on Mendenhall. A little physical down there. Went from none to two in about 6 seconds. And Booneville's going to inbound underneath, dish it up top to Garrett. Drives in, forces up a shot, just unable to get it to go, and Hackett's going to get the rebound. Ball was rebounded by number 10, Rothwell. And we're going to have a foul opposite side of the floor by Lexi Franklin. 3:04 to go. Booneville picks up their third foul of the quarter. Hackett has 4, Booneville has 3. Remember, once you get to 5, in every quarter, it's two free shots as Rothwell fires up a long one. It's no good. Rebounded by Franklin. Quickly gets the thing out in transition. Hits Garrett for an open look at 3 and just a little long. Rebounded by Nolan. That's going to go out of bounds off of Bailey Parnell. It'll be a turnover on the shot. Hackett maintains their 2-point lead with 2:43 to go in the quarter. Hadn't been a ton of points scored, but it's been much.
Been a lot of shots.
A lot of shots going up, quicker pace here in this third quarter. Coming out of halftime, I imagine that was something talked about. And JJ is going to force, JJ Keith's going to force her to dribble out of bounds. Booneville will get the ball back, trailing by a score. We're going to have some subs come in. Into the game is 10. That's Rothwell, I believe. No, that's Cameron Stiles. I'm sorry. Cameron Stiles into the game. And Angie Brown dribbles until she finds an open look, and she gets it. Angie averages 4 points, a little over 4 points a game, and that's her 4th of this one. She ties this game up with 2:09 to go. Cats have found themselves tied with the Lady Hornets as the ball is dished inside and recovered by Hackett, who drives in and gets the layup to go. That's Mendenhall. She's got going offensively in this quarter. I believe that's her 8th basket, or 8th point, I'm sorry, of the quarter. And Hackett regains their lead, 27-25. Keats, left-hand dribble up top. Fires off a 3-point basket, and it's no good. Rebounded by 10, that's Stiles. Who gets it over into the hands of Mendenhall, bringing it up the floor with 1:15 to go. Hackett holding on to a 2-point lead, 27-25. Lexi gets away with the reach there. Stays in the hands of Hackett. And that's number 20, Rothwell, goes up and gets the block shot to fall. 4-point lead there. Cats down 29-25 with 47 seconds left. Gets an inbound pass to Franklin, who goes up with the right hand on the left side, gets it to go, and draws a foul. So she'll get a 3rd shot. Foul's going to be charged to Cameron Stiles of the Lady Hornets. That's number 10, and her 2nd foul call. And that will get the Cats into the bonus here, double bonus, whatever we call it now. Lexi, 74% free throw shooter on the season, unable to get that one to fall. But works her way and almost comes up with a steal. And Booneville, after the shot does not go by Mendenhall, is going to come away with the rebound. And there's a shot clock, but there's only about a half a second difference here. So Cats can look to save for the last shot. Down a basket here, 29-27. Main thing here is to get an open look you're happy with. Don't force anything up. 12 seconds on the clock as the skip passes over to Brown, who fires up an errant shot. It's rebounded by Keats, unable to get it to go. Franklin, unable to get it to go, and the ball's going to stay here. So it's going to be Booneville's ball, just a second on the clock. So with 1 second to go, Booneville's going to get an opportunity. I would imagine some sort of lob inside into the lane here, and that's what we get, and just nobody there to get it. And that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. Booneville is trailing the Lady Hornets 27-29. Got 1 quarter to go, and Isaac's going to read you off a few more sponsors.
Tier 2 sponsors, O'Reilly Auto Parts. Stop by for all your auto parts needs. Pop and Pup Metalwork, LLC. Let JD and Jason make something special for you. Curly City Service, so your tires, brakes, oil changes, and shocks. Tier 3, Shigley Metal Shop. Wiggins Ace Hardware. Let Clay, Grant, and the gang take care of your hardware needs. Doris Davis Tax Office. Let Trish, Donna, and the ladies take care of you and give them a call at 675-2358 for your bookkeeping, income tax preparation. And Tier 4 sponsor Susan's Flowers and Gifts.
So as this little break between the third and fourth quarter comes to a close here, Booneville, led by head coach, first-year head coach Caitlin Holub, has climbed themselves back into this game. They got down a couple shots there, clawed tooth and nail into it. Now they'll find themselves with 8 minutes to go with an opportunity to get a much-needed conference win. And really, this is a needed conference win for both of these teams. Hackett struggled on the season, only picking up a couple of wins. Lady Cats sitting in fourth in the conference standings, looking to improve their odds a little bit as the first drive is dished inside to Franklin, who's unable to get it to go, and we're going to have a contact foul called, but it's going to be a travel first by Cameron Stiles. So Booneville will retain possession here underneath. Lexi skips it over to Garrett, dishes it back to Franklin, over to Angie. Pump fake, drives in, and the ball is going to be taken away there by Stiles. The Hornets are going to have their first offensive possession of this fourth quarter. This fourth quarter is brought to you by Brett Cook of Community National Bank. See Brett Cook for all your banking needs. Errant shot there by Mendenhall is going to be rebounded by Garrett and brought up the floor for the Lady Cats on their second possession here of the game, currently trailing by a basket. Lexi Franklin has it on the right wing, dribbles it back up top, and dribbles inside. Had plenty of room to drive, but just forcing up some errant shots so far. Trying to make something happen. Things kind of go through Lexi. She's done an excellent job all season long, and just tonight, just a little off. Looking to regain some of her composure here at this timeout that was charged by Hackett, and it looks to be a full timeout. So with that, you want to read some more, or we want to take a break?
Let's take a break.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. And we're back here at Booneville for this 3A4 conference matchup. Have to slow down there. I always want to say 4A, you know, just because that's what it was when we were in school.
Yeah.
And we'll probably be again here in the next few years, but we'll enjoy it while we can. Booneville versus Hackett here on the girls' side. Hackett holding on to a 29-27 lead as Rothwell goes up and draws contact. That's going to take her to the line, send her to the line with 2 shots. Foul's going to be charged to Tempe Terry. That's going to be the first foul of the quarter, but the 4th personal foul for Terry, so she's going to have to play it safe and smart here if she wants to remain in this game, as that first free throw for Rothwell falls. Her second one is on the way. It is up, and it is nothing but net as well. It is in. And Sierra Smith is going to come into the game and give Tempe a break, get her where she can maybe have some minutes toward the end of this quarter here. 31-27, Hackett Hornets, Lady Hornets lead this ball game. Both fighting for position in the 3A4 standings as Franklin skips it over to Keats, asks for a screen and gets it. Ends up back in the hands of Franklin up top, who dribbles around, tries to drive and just unable to find any room. Gets it out to Keats, who fires up a long three, just a little long. Rebounded by Bartimere. I'm sorry, that's Escoffier. So into the hands of Escoffier, and Hackett's going to get another possession here as Rothwell's unable to find the basket. Defense hands in her face by Sierra Smith, coming off the bench, but putting up several minutes today with the foul trouble by Teir. Done an excellent job so far as Lexi gets the shot she wants, just unable to get it to fall. 5:36 to go. Hackett has themselves a 4-point lead, 27-31 in their favor. Plenty of time on the shot clock here, 15 seconds as Escoffier drives in, just loses a handle on it, and Franklin's going to drive all the way up the floor, and we're going to have a foul called underneath by Stiles. Cameron Stiles is going to pick up her third foul, team's first of the quarter. Location's going to give the ball underneath to Booneville as they have an entry pass into Smith's hands. Just a little hard with it, unable to get it to fall. Hackett regains possession. Franklin playing solid defense up top. Cats started out this game in a 2-3 zone, but they've since switched to man and getting pressure, looking to get added pressure on the ball, especially late in the game, is always important when you're trailing. The Cats come away with a turnover there. So back on the offensive side of the ball, looking to tack on a basket here. Garrett, 1 for 6 today from the three-point line, drives in, unable to get the layup, and a little floater to fall, and that's going to go back into the hands of the Lady Hornets. Escovier's got the ball in her hands. Leading scorer. Well, I don't know that now. It could be Mendenhall after that third quarter. Going into halftime, she was the leading scorer. Dishes it inside to Rothwell, who gets the block shot to go. Extends this to a 6-point lead with 4 minutes to go, just under 4 minutes. Cats need to find a little bit of offense here. Now's the time to do it. Franklin gets a three, and it's just long. She's been off the mark tonight. But, boy, she gets after it, hustles, and almost forces a turnover there, steps out of bounds. And that is going to be Hackett retaining possession here as Bailey Parnell comes into the game for Sierra Smith. 3:35 to go in the game. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Relentless pressure by Franklin is what's kept the Cats in this game. She's had several turnovers. Almost get another one there. But instead, we're going to have a foul call. And that's going to be charged to Franklin. It's going to be her third and the team's second of the quarter. That's going to send I believe that's Mendenhall. I can't see her number. I think that's Mendenhall to the line. Gets the first to fall, extends this to a 7-point lead. And the second falls as well. 8-point lead, 27-35. Offense has been struggling for the Cats, but nothing that a couple of shots can't fix. But you need to start getting them in a hurry. Hackett at this point may select to kind of ink out this clock a little bit. Wide open pass inside. And Angie Brown gets back on the board. I believe that's her 6th point of the game, above her season average. And that's going to get the Cats back within 6, 2-shot lead. As the pressure up top is going to force another, almost a turnover. Great effort there by Stiles, diving to get her hands on the ball. And Hackett's going to take themselves a timeout to save the possession. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, 2:48 to go. Booneville trailing 29-35, and we'll take a short break. You're listening to Bearcat Basketball. We're back here in Bearcat Gymnasium as Hackett will inbound the ball. And it is going to be punched out of bounds by Lexi. Almost gets the turnover there, able to just dodge it as Hackett. And they inbound it back to Mendenhall, whose shot is a little short, into the hands of Lindley Garrett with the rebound. So Cats trailing by 6, looking to tack on a basket. Every possession counts at this point in the game. 2.5 minutes as Lindley drives and just unable to get it to go. We had a rebound, though, offensive rebound by Angie Brown, who is then fouled, and it'll be Booneville retaining possession underneath the basket. Ava Bartamir is going to be charged with the foul. It's her 3rd personal, team 2nd of the 4th quarter. Franklin inbounding underneath. Garrett gets a wide open look, just a little short, follows her shot and gets the 2nd to go. Excellent job by not giving up the possession there by Lindley Garrett. Is able to pull the Cats within 4, 35-31 with 2:10 to go. Shot is up by Rothwell, and it is short and rebounded again by Lexi Franklin. So the Cats get a little momentum here with under 2 minutes to go. They've got the ball in their hands, trailing by 4. Garrett unable to get the 3 ball to fall tonight. She's your career leader for the Cats. Does an excellent job on her last possession. And gets a little too quick for her own good there, and that's going to be a travel and a turnover back into the hands of the Lady Hornets. 35-31 in favor of the Hornets with 1:42 to go. Press break is going to be handled by the Hornets, and they're going to get it up the floor over into their side. Wow, layup's going to go by Scoffier, and they're going to take a timeout after the layup. So with that, score is going to be Hackett 37, Booneville 31. Isaac, do you have some sponsors for us?
Yep, exclusive broadcast advisor, First Western Bank, serving our local community for over 110 years. The premier sponsors 5B Properties and B Plus Storage Solutions. See Calvin Bennett for your rental needs. Community National Bank, let Brett Cook and his staff take care of your banking needs. Let's see. Okay, still got 30 seconds, so read some more. Shelter Insurance, agents Gerald Baker and Austin Baker. S&W Home Center for all your hardware needs. The City of Booneville, a good hometown, and Mayor Edgar Baker. Patriot Underground and Taylor Nieder. First Booneville, home of First Booneville students and First Booneville kids. Booneville Family Dental and Stacy Holbert Photo Art.
We appreciate all of you that donate, and I think it's safe to say if you would like to donate, we will certainly let you. Donations have done a lot of things. It's upgraded our headsets, some extra hardware, stuff like that. So we certainly appreciate all of you, and this is something I really enjoy doing. So
yep.
Appreciate all of you. So Booneville is going to receive the ball here with 1:25 to go. They are trailing by 6. Oh, entry passes stolen, and they're going to call I guess she got a hold of her there. That's going to be Tempe's 5th foul, so she's going to have to come out for the remainder of the game. And the Hackett Hornets are going to have the ball with 1:15 to go and a press break. Lexi doing a good job of moving her legs. Now she's got some pressure on her. She's able to get out of it. 20 seconds to go on the shot clock, just under a minute remaining in the game. Ball is forced inside, and there's going to be a turnover, just what the Cats needed. 56.5 seconds to go here. Cats trailing by 6. Every possession counts as the ball is inbounded into the hands of Franklin, who drives quickly up the floor, kicks it out to Keats, who dishes it over to Angie. Back to Keats, who fires up a 3, and it is long, no good, into the hands of Bartamir. Bartamir is going to lose it out of bounds. It's going to be off of the hands of Franklin, though, where Hackett will maintain possession, and we're going to have a timeout charged to Booneville. It's going to be a full timeout, so we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to Bearcat Basketball. And we're back here at Booneville with 42 seconds to go in the game. Booneville is currently trailing the Hackett Lady Hornets 37-31, a 6-point deficit, as Booneville is up in a man press, it looks like. Trying to get a quick turnover here, and they're going to need it, and that's going to be off the foot of Brown. Out of bounds, and all that's going to happen here is we're going to change our inbound position. 41 seconds to go. And that is going to be a turnover. Unable to corral it is Mendenhall, and Booneville is going to take it out over on the sideline. Lexi Franklin will do the job there. 41 seconds to go. Cats need a quick basket here, quick score. They dish it out to Garrett. Back over to Brown, who skips it inside to Parnell. Back out to Keats, who fires off a 3, and it is no good. And it is going to be out of bounds on Hackett. Mendenhall went for the save and stepped across the line. So with 29.5 seconds, Booneville is going to elect to take another full timeout. We got a couple of sponsors in this break.
Yep, Tier 1 sponsors. Tyler Ford, serving our area for 30 years. Shelter Insurance, agents Gerald Baker, Austin Baker, and Miss Lori Duke. Rockline Industries, people who make it right. Airmaster Inc., for all your air conditioning needs. Donnie's Easy Pay. And Mandy, Josh, and the gang take care of you. Midtown Charm. That's all I got for now.
All right. All right, so the Cats, currently trailing by 6, will inbound the ball underneath. Got to score, and you got to score quick at this point, as we've got 10 seconds remaining in this timeout. And here we go. Teams are back out on the floor. 29.5 seconds remaining in the game. Booneville will take the ball out underneath their own goal. I would look for them to probably try to get this into the hands of Garrett. That's what they've done a lot at this point. And that's what they do. They get it over to Garrett, who fires up a quick three, unable to get it to fall. And that's going to be a rebound by Mendenhall and a foul by Lexi Franklin to preserve some time. And that'll be her. They announced it as her fifth, but I think it was just her fourth.
Yep.
And she almost makes the heroic play there, doesn't she? That was good job. You can never doubt the effort that she's going to give in every sport. She just is all out all the time. Something that you don't see a lot of, and scared of the 5-second call. Coach Bartimere of the Hornets is going to call a timeout. So with that, 21.9 seconds left. Hackett's going to take a full timeout. We'll take one with them. You're listening to Bearcat Basketball. We're back in Booneville as the Hornets still holding on to that 6-point lead. Ball stayed on this side of the floor for a while now, but Cats just unable to get anything to fall. The Hornets looking to inbound it and get it to their side of the floor as they run their press break offense. As a long pass is going to be intercepted by Angie Brown, who's going to dish it out to Franklin over in the corner. And we're going to have another timeout. I hope you guys have had a good time. The last 15 seconds of game has taken 10 minutes here. And that is what basketball is here in the closing seconds. So about, I didn't see how much time was on the clock, about 15 seconds probably, if I had to guess. Press break offense was to chunk it long, and it wasn't thrown long enough.
Nope.
As Angie Brown and Lindley Garrett were both back deep. Brown able to intercept it from the secondary position there and bring it back down the floor. Dished it out to Franklin, who made a great save and potentially game-saving save if they were to get back in this game. The Cats are going to inbound it underneath when we return. Booneville wants a chance to win this game. They're going to have to get the ball and shoot. You can't win without getting it off.
Yep.
Time's out the window. You got to get some shots off, and you got to get them off in a hurry. You're only technically down 2 possessions here in a 6-point game. 2 threes get you back in it. I learned that math when I was very young, and it stuck with me. So any of you that say that learning math's not important, I just proved you wrong. Booneville going to inbound underneath with 14 and a half seconds to go. Get it to Franklin, who drives in. Layup is no good, and it is going to go into the hands of Rothwell. And a foul by Keats is going to move it up to the other end of the floor. The Hornets in the bonus, and that will probably do it with only 7.4 seconds. Booneville currently down 6 with Hackett at the line. Rothwell, first shot is up, and it is good. Extends this lead to a 7-point lead in a 3-possession game, and that will probably be enough to do it for seeing something crazy here.
Yeah.
3-basket lead. That one is out into the hands of Franklin, who moves it up the floor and turns it over, and that will do it. That's going to bring us to the end of the ball game. Your final score is going to be Booneville 31 falling to the Lady Hornets of Hackett 38-31. And we are going to be in between games here as the boys have a big matchup coming. We'll take a few minute break here, 5-8 minute break somewhere in there, and then we'll be back and we'll talk about this boys game coming up. You're listening to Booneville Bearcat Basketball. All right, we're back for the boys' game. As the starters are being announced, we'll go over some stuff like we did with the girls' game. We're going to start out with Cody Sum. Cody Sum is averaging 13.3 points a game, 8.6 rebounds a game, and 3 blocks. He's a 59% shooter from the field. He's a move-in. He went to school here for a long time. He moved away, moved to Alaska with his family. Sounds made up, but it's not. Went to Alaska. Now he's back, and he's contributing in a big way. After that, you got Noah Harrell. Noah Harrell's a big starter coming back from last season where he's averaging 9.3 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 2.6 assists per game. Dax Goff is going to be another one, 9.2 points per game and a whopping 11.3 rebounds per game. So he's getting it done on the blocks for sure. You got number 0, Coulter Fisher, as a starter as well. Just under 6 points a game, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists, almost 3 assists a game. And the last one is going to be Nate Smith. Nate Smith averages 8 points a game, 6.3 rebounds, and 2.3 assists. Booneville's coming in with a 10-4 record on the season, 5-1 in their conference, in the 3A4 conference, and they are tied with, who do you think, the Hackett Hornets tonight. So this is a matchup for seeding positioning here, as the winner will move to the 1 seed and the other will drop to the 2. For the time being, both teams have 1 loss in conference play, and that's both to Paris Eagles, who are still somehow behind. So it's a tight conference, and the opening jump is going to find its way into Hackett's hands.
.13 on the shot. He gets it to go.
And the first basket of the game is going to be by Eli Slavens, number 13 for Hackett. Sorry, had some technical difficulties over here. I couldn't find my sheet, and it turned out I didn't have it. Coulter Fisher answers with a basket of his own, a 2-point block shot, rebound. Layup, I'm sorry, I said rebound. Layup. And that's going to cut the lead to 1, 3-2 as Noah Harrell punches one away. And it's going to be Booneville maintaining possession. I thought they were going to call that out on Booneville, but they gave him possession there. Inbounded by Nate Smith, and Coulter Fisher will be your point guard for the evening. Dishes it out, and it's up top to Harrell and back out to Goff. This boys' game moves a little bit quicker. Fisher's turnover forced by number 2. That's Christian Ketchum. No relation to Ash, I assume, and that's going to be the first foul of the game. It's going to be charged to Coulter Fisher. His first foul, team foul, number 1, and that's going to give 2 shots to Eli Slavens. Slavens just went over the 1,000-point mark for the Hornet program last game, I believe, able to tack on 1 extra one there. And the second shot is up and off to the side, rebounded by number 30. That's Cody Sum, and Nate Smith is in transition, kicks it out. Basket was made by Harrell, but we had a charging call go to Nate Smith, a little aggressive. Come down on him hard there, and that's going to be no shot turnover. 4-2 is your score, 6:30 to go in the first quarter. Hackett is in transition and on the move. Ball up back into the hands of Slavens. Dishes it outside. Jump shots off the side of the backboard. That was number 35, Hayden Foster. Booneville's got the ball. Brought down the floor by Nate Smith into the hands of point guard Coulter Fisher. Coulter takes a screen by Goff and drives in. And we've got a foul called underneath. Foul's going to be charged to Hackett. It's going to be on number 12, Matthew Garner. Ball is inside, pass inside. And that's going to be a basket for the Cats. That's Dax Goff, number 21. Dax Goff, back in the basketball program, hasn't played since junior high. Contributing immediately. I mentioned a while ago he averages 9 points a game and also 11 rebounds a game. So multiple ways he gets the job done for the Cats. Able to tack on 2 there. The Hornets now on their side of the floor looking to make something happen. That's Hayden Foster with the ball, drives in. Shots forced up and no good. I believe Sum got a piece of that. Sum averages 3 blocks a game. Believe he's going to get credit for 1 there. And we're going to have another foul on the baseline on number 12. That's going to be on Matthew Garner, and that's his second foul. Both of them have been on him. So that's going to be an early exit for the quarter and probably a good portion of the half here. Good job by the Cats getting a starter out of the game. Ball is thrown up top into the hands of Smith, who dishes it out back into his hands as he drives. Dishes out to Goff, who swings it down to the short corner to Harrell. And back up top to reset for Coulter Fisher, who goes down low. Dishes out. Harrell gets a wide open 3, unable to see it fall. Sum gets an offensive rebound, and the Cats are back at it again. Up top, setting up their offense. Shot clock will reset as Smith fires off a 3, unable to get it to go. I'm starting to think somebody's put a lid on these baskets after these. That girls' game, nobody can seem to get one to fall outside the Mendenhall girl.
Yeah.
And now Booneville currently unable to find their way early on as well. Booneville did get the ball out, though, as Fisher drives in and kicks it out. It's up top and back into the hands of Fisher on the side. Swings it over to Goff, who goes down low into the hands of Sum, who's unable to get it to go. Good pass, good look, just unable to get the offense needed, and Hackett is going to gain possession. Christian Ketchum be the point guard for the Hornets. He elects to pass it down low, and a shot is fired off, and there's going to be a foul call on Dax Goff on the shot. So that's going to be 3 shots, I believe. I think he was behind the arc, behind the student section. It's hard to tell. But I think they announced that's going to be 3. So that's going to be the first foul on Goff, team's second, with Slavens at the line. He made 1 in his last attempt, or his last trip, able to put that one down and give the Hornets a 5-4 lead. Second one is up, and it's a little long, rebounded by Sum. Forgot that it was a 3-point shot. I love the intensity, though. Let's see that one more time. Slavens able to get the second to fall. 3 for 5 on the day from the free throw line as Harrell brings it up and gets it into the hands of Coulter Fisher. Cats looking to match the basket, currently trailing 6-4. Fisher goes up and gets it to go. He's going to tie this ball game back up. 6-6 with 3:48 to go in the quarter. Slavens does a little dancing, able to get down inside and get a layup. Pretty looking shot, finger roll. Regains the lead for the Hornets. See if the Cats can match it. Fisher's got the ball in his hands. He dribbles in with his left hand, comes back out. Smith will do the same, dribbles in and kicks it back out to Fisher over on the left side, who drives in. Doesn't get the shot to go, but he does draw contact, and that's going to send him back to the free throw line for 2 shots. Foul's going to be on Slavens. It'll be his first. Be big if the Cats could attack him and get him out of this game. He's their leading scorer as Fisher's first free throw falls, 8-7. As mentioned before, the Cats and the Hornets here, tied ball game 8-8, are also tied at the top of the conference standings in the 3A4. Each of them come in with a 5-1 conference record. With each of them's lost to Paris. The ball is passed out to 23. That's brother to Eli. That's Landon Slavens getting his name called out. Unable to get it to go, and the Cats are going to get possession. Noah Harrell does an excellent job. Attacks, drives in, doesn't get it to fall. But a good look for Harrell. The Hornets will get possession back as they kick it outside and dish it down low. Tried to go for the steal, unable to come up, and that's an easy 2-point basket for Hayden Foster. 10-8 your score with 2:20 to go in the quarter. A lot of contact, no call down low on Fisher. That's going to be a turnover. And it's going to be out on Booneville. Eli Slavens went up for a layup, and it's knocked away by Goff in pursuit. Good hustle play for Goff. Shot is off the mark, but rebounded by Foster. His is off and rebound again. Another offensive rebound is going to find the hands of Foster, who's going to finish what he started. I believe there were 3 offensive rebounds on that possession. That's something that's got to be cleaned up on the defensive side for the Cats if you want to have success. Game is now a 4-point lead, 12-8 in favor of the Hornets. 1:40 to go in the quarter. Booneville looking to get some momentum going on the offensive side. Pass inside to Sum. Was dished back out, drove in. Another dish to Sum and just unable to corral it. It's going to be a turnover by Fisher. Here comes Slavens. He's got it in the lane, goes up for a layup. We're going to have a block call, and that's going to be a 2-shot foul. They're going to call the foul on Sum. Cody Sum, his first, team's fourth. 1:17 to go. The shot clock will reset, and Hornets will have opportunity to tack on a couple more with his first shot. Gets that shooter's roll. It's up and good. 13-8 your score. Got subs coming into the game. That's number 14, Cannon Fisher. And for the Cats, their first sub of the game is going to be Dakota Matson, number 22. Dakota comes in, averaging about 4 points a game. Cats are playing without a starter tonight. Jace Washburn, starter from last year's season, comes in, broke his foot last week. It's going to most likely affect the rest of basketball season. We're hoping he's back early into baseball season as Fisher's shot is a little short and rebounded by 2. That's Ketchum of the Hornets. Unable to get a lot of shots to fall up to this point, similar to what we watched earlier in the first half of this night in the girls' game. Sum plays good defense there and forces a turnover. That's going to be turned over by Fisher. Gets a little fancy with it, had to, but just unable to control it. And it's going to go out of bounds, but an excellent hustle play by the Cats. Hornets are going to regain possession here, 14-8 with 35 seconds to go. There's about a 1 second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. They're going to fire up a shot early. It's going to be short and offensively rebounded by number 4. I don't have a number 4 on my roster. I took it to the coaches and had him check it, and he said, yep, looks good. Forgot about number 4, I guess, but we'll see if we can figure out who that is here in a little bit. Booneville's going to get possession and save for the last shot here. A lot can happen. It's 14-8, but a big shot here at the buzzer could swing some momentum in Booneville's favor as the ball is knocked out of bounds. Booneville retain possession as it's passed up to Matson, who kicks it out to Harrell, who fires up a three. Look good from here, just unable to get it to fall. It's going to be rebounded by Hackett, who's going to go for the last second shot. 3, 2 seconds, 1. He gets it off, and it's blocked by some. It's blocked by some, but there's going to be no foul called. Coach Elmore of the Hornets is trying to argue his case, and there was a lot of contact. Took him to the ground. And we come away shaking hands, and we're all friends again. So with that, that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter with your score. Hackett 14, leading Booneville with 8. We'll take a break. We'll be back in just a second. And we're back at Booneville. That first quarter was brought to you by Gerald Baker of Shelter Insurance, and the second quarter is going to be brought to you by Lofton Dentistry, keeping the bite in the Bearcat. Booneville will have the ball on the side to begin the second half here. Inbounding is Noah Harrell, dishes it out to Fisher, and we're underway. Cats run their motion offense they've been known for over the last few years. Dishes it into Some, just unable to get it to go, kind of at an odd angle, unable to get it to fall, and that's going to be rebounded by the Hornets. Currently hold on to a 6-point lead. Cats within just a couple shots. Early in the game, nothing to worry about yet. Dish to the corner behind the wall that is the student section, and it comes back out. And a basket is made by Christian Ketchum. I believe that's his first basket of the day. He's had his name called several times. Defensively and rebounds, finally finds his way onto the board as far as points go. And that's going to double the Cat score, 16-8. Fisher, though, matches it with a three. Big shot for Coulter Fisher, 16-11 now. Back to a 5-point game with 6:50 to go in the quarter. Dishes it inside to Foster, who gets a good look, goes around Goff, and gets it to fall. Booneville now back on their side of the floor, into the hands of Harrell over on the side, who dishes it out to Goff. Inside, Some takes a jumper off the mark, rebounded by the Hornets. That was number 4, Mr. No Name of the Hornets. Don't have his name on our roster. We'll figure it out here in a little bit. Fisher plays defense. Dishes it back out top, and Foster's found it inside, and the ball's going to be knocked away by Harrell and into the arms of Smith, who's going to bring it up the floor. No shot. We're going to have a foul on the floor, and it's going to be Booneville taking the ball out underneath their own basket. Foul's going to be on number 14, Cannon Fisher. His first, team's first of the quarter. If you're just joining us, the rules have changed a bit in high school basketball. Now there's no bonus, double bonus. You get 5 a quarter, and you get 2 free throws. 5 fouls a quarter, you get 2 free throws, and they start over at the end. And that's going to go a long way right there to getting there, as the Cats are able to force another foul. That's Hayden Foster picking up his first, and that's going to send Dax Goff to the line, where he'll shoot 2. His first one is up and off the mark, just a little long. Cats unable to get a lot of shots to fall early on in this game. Looking to get on the right path. Goff's next shot is up and good. Seen him before the game out here shooting. He shot a lot of free throws. Able to get that one to go. It's going to be 18-12 and get this back to a 6-point game. Hackett moving the ball around on offense, pump fake. Fisher doesn't fall for it, dish it back up top and over into the hands of Fisher. Kanan Fisher, that is. Up top, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Back up to Kanan Fisher, who forces one over into the hands of two. That's Ketchum. Back to Fisher, just gets it off. No good, but it's going to be offensively rebounded by Hackett. Foster's putback is no good. And we're getting a little crazy here, and it worked out in our favor. Harrell did a good job playing center field, going up and getting the ball. Contact was made by 23. That's Landon Slavens. And that's going to be the third team foul. His second, team's third. It was a long, dangerous pass by Nate Smith, able to get it into the hands of Harrell. Smith drives in for a shot of his own there, unable to get it to fall. And that's going to be another rebound by the Hornets. 18-12 with 4:55 to go in the game. Good job there, and just loses it in the traffic. Dished out front to Smith, who goes up and misses a layup. And we're going to have a foul on the rebound. It's going to be charged to Noah Harrell. Be the first team foul for Noah Harrell, or the first foul for Harrell, and the first team foul of the second quarter. Comes at the 4:43 mark. Ball is into the hands of Ketchum, who dishes out. Wide open look there for 14. Just unable to get it to go. Rebounded by Goff. Pushed up the floor by Suttles into the hands of Harrell, who drives in. Gets a good look at a layup and gets it to fall. That's going to tack on a couple more and get this to a 4-point game. 18-14, Hackett's your score. 4:10 to go. And an errant pass is going to give Booneville the ball back. That's going to be a turnover charge to Landon Slavens. Got a little sloppy with it and throws it against the scorer's table, where Booneville will gain possession. Harrell will take it out of bounds and toss it in to Fisher. 4 minutes to go in the quarter, in the half. Dishes it out here to Goff, who swings it back up to Harrell, who over to Matson. Matson drives in, dishes it out to Goff, who's got a good look. Chooses not to take it, dribbles it out. Fisher will drive in, dishes it out to Harrell. And that's what we're looking for. That is great ball movement. And it's finished off strong by a block shot that gets the roll needed. Off of the shot of Cody Sum. 18-16 now. Cats are within 2. Dangerous pass, just gets there, and another one. Hornets are lucky that 2 of them passes weren't taken away from them. A good look into Foster is going to go. 2-point shot for Hayden Foster. Extends it to a 4-point game, 20-16. Dishes it out, pump fake by Matson, gets him airborne, chooses to keep it. Good dish inside, and we're going to have another foul. I believe that's also going to be charged to 23, Landon Slavens, and if it is, that's his third. And that's who it's on, so that's going to be his third. And I imagine the John Doe coming into the game here, number 4, will be for Slavens, as Sum's first shot is up and good. Also coming in relief of Dax Goff is going to be Nate Smith, who came off the floor just a few minutes ago. Sum's second shot is off the mark, rebounded by Ketchum. And it's going to be a 3-point game. Was number 13, Eli Slavens, looked to take it baseline, unable to get control of it. Chooses to back it out. And somebody stepped out over here. It's going to be a turnover back to Booneville, or back to the Hornets, excuse me. Ketchum will have it up top. Dishes it over to leading scorer Slavens. Back over to Doe. 20 seconds to go on the shot clock. Plenty of time for the Hornets. Harrell goes for the ball, able to recover. We're down to 10 seconds on the shot clock as it's dished over into the corner, and a three-point basket is going to go by Eli Slavens. It's going to extend this to a 17-23 lead for the Hornets. Cats looking to match it. Just one three-point basket, I believe, on the day. That was by Coulter Fisher. We had one that was erased by the foul from Noah Harrell. Fisher drives in, pulls back, gets the jumper to go. Fisher come into the game only averaging 6 points a game, actually just under 6, and he's well above that now. Ball is passed inside to Foster, back up top. Back over to the corner to number 11 and rebounded. Offensive rebound, another one by Hayden Foster is going to go 25-19. Erases the basket by Fisher. Smith, he fires off a three, gets it to go. That's a great shot by Smith and gets this thing to a 25-19, or I'm sorry, a 25-22 lead. 3-point game. The Hornets dish it out off top. Hard to see when it gets down in that corner. Good look inside into the hands of Foster, who's able to come away with an open look. Doesn't get it to go, and another offensive rebound. And that's why you can't do it. That's another three-point basket by 35, Hayden Foster. He's most likely their leading scorer tonight. He's had several of them. As Fisher gets careless with the ball, and that's a turnover. Attempted dunk on the putback by Foster. Unable to go, but rebounded by Hackett, and Sum comes away. Oh, my goodness. Sum got the rebound, tried to kick it out, got in too big of a hurry, turned it over. Hackett got another attempt on it, and there was a foul. So Sum with the turnover, and then he follows it up with the foul. Is going to be his second of the game. Just the second team foul of the quarter with 4 seconds left. John Doe is going to get a couple shots. And his first is good. Sum coming off the floor, Goff back in. Doe's second shot is up and good as well. Cats got it in the hands of Matson. They've got to hurry. Fires up a half-court shot, and it's going to be short, and that's going to bring us to the end of the first half. Booneville trailing Hackett Hornets 30-22 in this 3A4 matchup. Winning team will take over first place in the conference standings. We're going to join the halftime slowdown here. Give you a break, give me a break, give Isaac a break. We'll come back and we'll give you some stats here in a little bit. You're listening to Bearcat Basketball.
Okay.
And we're back here at halftime. Third quarter's about to start. Booneville trails the Hornets of Hackett by 8. Score is 22-30 in favor of the Hornets. Coulter Fisher leads the Cats in scoring with 11. He's more than doubled his season average. Or almost doubled, I guess. He's 5.8. Other than that, not a lot of offense going on the Cats side. He takes up half the points. They had a travel there, not called, I believe. Too early in a game, in a quarter, to be calling it. Ball's going to be dished back up top. We're under 10 seconds on the clock. Foster kicks it out to the corner to Doe. Never did figure out his name. And Ketchum's able to get it to fall. It's another 3 tacked on. That's going to extend this to a double-digit lead, 11-point lead for the Hornets. The Cats have got to look to score and score quickly here. Got plenty of time left in the game. Just got to get something going on offense. And that's a good start. Nate Smith able to put one down from the end of the lane there. Is going to pull the Cats back to single digits within 9. Score of 24-33. Now looking to get a big stop on the defensive side as Sum goes straight up, blocks a shot, and Goff is able to come up with the turnover there. Fisher gets it in transition back to Goff, who goes and dishes it to Sum in the lane for an easy 2. And just like that, Cats feeling like they got a little momentum getting back in this game. 26-33 is your score. Slavens running the point guard position here, dishes it over to Ketchum in the corner, who dribbles it back up to the top. Dishes it inside to Foster, who goes up strong and a little too strong. Ball sails long, rebounded, and brought down the floor. And oh, do you know, an easy layup there for Smith. 33-28. Cats on a 6-0 run, I believe. The ball's in the corner into the hands of Doe. Kid dishes it back up top. Slavens drives in, and he's going to draw a foul on Goff. Shot to the outside into Ketchum was shot up, but not before the foul. Thankfully, as he made it, Goff's going to have his second foul and the first team foul of the quarter. 5:44 to go. Hackett's going to get the ball underneath their own basket as they throw it up top to Foster, dishes it back over to Doe, and back for a three-point shot that's going to fall by Eli Slavens. He's their leading scorer on the season, and you can see why. He's got a pretty shot, able to get that one to fall. Extends this to an 8-point lead, 36-28, 5:30 to go. Smith looking to match it, just comes up a little short. Rebounded by Ketchum, and transition quickly out. It's going to lead to an easy bucket by 13. Slavens, and that's going to force Booneville into a timeout. Dakota Matson going to the table to check in. We're going to have a 30-second break. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Bearcat Basketball. After that 30-second timeout, we're back. Booneville pulled within a few, 28-33, pulled within 5. The lead is back up to 10 now, 38-28, with 5:10 to go. Booneville is going to get it across half court and look to put a couple of points on the board. Starts with Fisher driving in, unable to get it go. Rebounded by Sum. unable to get his to go, and another offensive rebound by Goff is going to give the Cats a third opportunity. Dishes it out to Matson. Down to Sum, back out to Matson, and no good on the three-point shot. Rebounded by Landon Slavens. 4:31 to go. Ketchum has it up top, dishes it over to Doe. Back in the hands of the leading scorer, Eli Slavens, who fires up a three. In and out, no good. It's going to bounce out of bounds, turnover. Be Booneville's ball. If you're just joining us, it's just me and Isaac tonight. Zach Austin had a little issue with his appendix. Decided he didn't want it, went for the cosmetic surgery to get it removed. That's what money will do to a guy. No, it had a little issue. He's doing well. He'll be back with us next time, I'm sure.
So.
I think the 30th. Got some bad news for these boys. I may not be here on the 30th. Coulter Fisher right there gets the ball to fall through the goal and draws a foul. That's going to be on 35, Hayden Foster, his second. Fisher gets that one to fall. Back within 38 to 31. With 3:40 to go. Cats got to take this one at a time. One possession at a time. Try to get it back. Give yourself a chance. And that's a good start. Able to come down with the rebound is Nate Smith, who takes it up the floor, pushes it quickly, and dishes it over to the corner. Dax Goff drives in, gets it to go. Gonna bring it to a 5-point game, 38 to 33, and the Cats are back on the move. We're gonna have a foul down low. That's gonna be on Goff. Just a little bit of fighting for positioning. Foul's going to go to Booneville. It's going to be his third team foul, so getting into a little dangerous territory here. Going to have to start playing careful. 3:09 to go. Shot clock will reset, and we'll get going. Going to have another foul. I believe it was all ball, but he got him with his body on the lower half. That was Nate Smith. That's going to be his second and the third team foul of the quarter. It's going to come at the 3:07 mark. So to the line is going to be Foster. He puts one down. Not sure how many he had at the half. I didn't get any of Hackett's stats, but he had several. And tacks on another one there. Second free throw is up, and it's long, going to be rebounded by Goff. 6-point lead, 39-33, as we cross the 3-minute mark. Nate Smith dishes it back out to Goff, back over to Smith, who drives the baseline. Good move, just unable to get it to go. Does draw. No, they're not going to say it was a shot. They're going to call it on the floor. It is going to be a third personal foul charge to Hayden Foster, though. If you get him out of the game for a bit, that would be big. Goff gets it up top, elects not to shoot the three. Dishes it back up top to Fisher. 25 seconds to go on the shot clock. Fisher drives in, kicks it out. Back to Matson, who fires up a long three. No good. Offensive rebound by Goff. Goff averages 11 rebounds a game. He's certainly closing in on that tonight. Resets the shot clock and try it again. Ball's up top into the hands of Goff. Inside to Sum, who just forces a pass in. Blind pass in, doesn't fall, and it's turnover there into the hands of Slavens, who brings it down the floor. Ball has found its way into the corner to 23 to brother Landon Slavens. 20 seconds to go on the shot clock. Doe dribbles in, dishes back out, way up high to the top of the key. And a long three by Slavens is no good. Rebound by Nate Smith. Booneville looking to cut into this 6-point deficit. There's a time to move quick and a time to slow things down and run an offense. And I think we're at the slow it down and run an offense portion right now, unable to get that shot to fall. Ketchum dribbles in, chooses not to, and almost turns it over. Hustle play by Dax Goff, just unable to get it to go. And Cody Sum comes up with the errant shot. Still a 6-point lead for the Hornets. Fisher's got it in his hands. Passes it out to Smith, over to Matson, and it's in the corner now, in the blind corner. Ball goes up and it's made. It's a 2-point basket. 39-35 now, 4-point game. Now you need a big stop on offense. Ketchum's got the ball and comes up top. Hands it off to Foster. Loses his dribble. Corrals it and keeps it going. Got 12 seconds on the shot clock as the ball's returned back to the top of the floor. Deep three is no good and rebounded by Smith. Shot clock's off. 21 seconds to go. Can save for the last shot. Smith drives in, unable to get it to fall. It's no good. In transition here is Slavens. He's going to have an opportunity. And he gets the shot off. There will be a foul call. It's going to be on Dakota Matson, 22. That'll be the 4th of the quarter. And with it coming at the buzzer, Slavens will be on the floor alone, looking to put in 2. Cats have cut into the lead, now trailing by 4, 39-35. Never mind. We're tacking on some time, ladies and gentlemen. A second. So we're going to have 2 shots here, 1 second remaining. Slavens looks in, fires off the first one, and it's going to nothing but net. 40-35 now, extends it to a 5-point lead. Cats have got to not take this for granted here. Can't let them have an easy rebound. 40-35, shot is up, it's going to fall, and now you just got to heave it down the floor. And it's going to hit the wall, and that's going to bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter with your scorer, Hackett, currently leading the Booneville Bearcats 41-35. We'll take a break with them. Listen to Bearcat basketball. We're back for the beginning of the 4th quarter. Booneville currently trailing by 6, 41-35. They'll get first possession of the 4th quarter. This ball is going to be passed inside to Goff, who gets the easy block shot there. 41-37 now. 4-point game as the Cats have fought tooth and nail all night to stay in this thing. They've fallen down by, I think at most, an 11-point deficit, and they've able to claw their way and just stay within within striking distance, but unable to kind of get over that hump that we need and get that big stop on defense. Look to see him try to do that here in the fourth as Foster drives in. Forces one up and gets it to go. I don't love the foul call, but that's what we were given. So that's going to be charged to Dax Goff. That's going to be his fourth, I believe, his fourth team foul. And the first of the quarter, unable to get that stop we needed. Score is going to now go up to 43-37 with one shot, a free throw shot remaining here for Foster. Harrell looking to check back into the game. He's going to come in and give Goff a breather here. Save him for the last 3 or 4 minutes, probably, most we can get, without picking up a fifth foul. So Foster is at the line. Shot is no good and just knocked away by Hackett. Some a little lackadaisical with the ball. I learned that word a long time ago on TV. I think I used it correctly there. And Booneville's going to get the ball. Bring it down the floor. Down 6 right now as Fisher gets a wide open look. Shooters get the roll, and he got it right there. Gets it to fall, 43-39, back to a 4-point lead. Got to get that big stop we've been talking about. Plenty of time, 6:45 to go. Man, Slavens able to drive in and get the layup. And we're going to have a foul on the floor. Fisher was fouled as he drove in. Ball got loose. He was able to bring it in. And that's going to be a foul on Foster. That's his fourth, so a decision will be made now by Hackett coach Kent Elmore. I believe this is his first year leading the boys program. Been at Hackett for a while, come from Mansfield. Before that, came from the University of Arkansas at Fort Smith. Graduated college with him, known him for a long time. Shot is blocked and it's going to remain Booneville's. As they kick it up top to Smith and will set up an offense. I'd like to see Harrell get going. He's normally a big three-point shooter and not a lot of minutes tonight as Fisher's finger roll dances out of the rim. No good, 45-39, 6-point lead. As we are now under the 6-minute mark remaining in this game. Doe dishes it inside to catch him. Back out to Doe. Swings it over to Foster, who takes a deep three, and it's short, but rebounded by Doe. And we'll set it back up. Slavens has the ball up top. Matson playing man on him. Dishes it out to Foster. Some straight up, but he shoots it over the top of him. It's an 8-point lead, 47-39. Booneville needs to match it. Fisher coming down the floor. Goes up, gets the lay in, cuts it back down to 6, 47-41. Closing in on the 5-minute mark. Blocked by Some, who takes it away. Back into the hands of Fisher, and he loses control of it. Gets it up the floor to Slavens, who lays it in easily. Back to an 8-point game, 49-41. Got the takeaway we needed, and we gave it right back. Now you got to make up some ground. Cats have it with 4:39 to go. Dishes it up top to Smith, who drives in, gets the roll, and gets it to fall. Back to a 6-point game, 49-43, 4:25 to go. Drives it in. Got a foul on the floor. I don't know who that foul could have. On Matson, I didn't see it. I didn't see any contact with anybody on that one, but that's the call. 49-43, that's Suttles, Dakota Suttles. Shout out to Dakota Suttles down in Magazine if you're listening. That's going to be a foul by some. That was Dakota Matson with the first foul. And that one, the third team foul, is going to be charged to Cody Sum. That's going to be his third personal foul, and it's going to send Hayden Foster, who's on his fourth foul, playing with 4 to the line for 2 shots. His first one finds the bottom of the basket. It's good. 50-43, extend to a 7-point lead. No good on the second one. So it's going to remain a 7-point lead, rebounded by Noah Harrell. Smith's going to drive in, loses control, but will remain in possession of the ball as it's off the foot of a defender, or off the hand of a defender, I'm sorry. 4:01 to go. Gonna have a foul underneath. That's gonna be on Christian Ketchum. It's gonna be his first team foul. Second team foul, first personal foul. Smith goes in, forces up a shot, and it's no good. Hackett gets the ball back. Foster drives in, kicks it back out. They're in a position now where you'll probably see him eat a little clock. Looking to get a wide open look, wide open shot as Foster drives in, dishes it out for that wide open look to the corner. In and out, unable to fall. Fisher comes away with the rebound. Great look. Great look by Harrell, dishes it in, but unable to be caught by Sum. That's going to be a turnover. Charge to Sum. Score is going to remain 50-43. 3:15 to go. Time running out. Slavens dishes it off to Ketchum, who gives it to Foster at the top of the key. Ball's kicked out to the corner from Doe into the hands of Matthew Garner. Haven't called his name much lately. He nursed a couple of fouls early on in the game. We're going to have a block. But Eli Slavens first. If your attempt was to get the best player off the floor, weren't able to do it tonight. He's just now picked up his first foul. Dakota Matson's going to come off the floor, Sum back into the game. And Booneville is going to have it down low underneath. 2:47 to go. Looking to get a quick basket. Fisher dribbles in, dishes it around, unable to get the roll, man. Lids on the baskets today, man. It just shot after shot, just kind of dancing around it, unable to fall. And now they're going to have a 7-point lead with 2:18 to go. Shot clock's to 20, not a lot of pressure being put on him yet. Dishes it over to Does, down to Foster. Sum's got him D'd up. Boy, Slavens, he can move with the ball in his hand. Able to get that one to go. 52-43 extends this to a 9-point lead. 1:55. Cats have got to start shooting the ball and getting them to fall here. Dax got it at the 3-point line. Fisher drives in, forces up a shot. It's errant, no good. Smith able to get the rebound. Got a missed shot down low, and we've got a foul charged to Cody Sum. That's going to be his fourth foul, team's fourth foul, and Booneville is going to take a full timeout. So the minute 31 to go, Booneville is trailing by 9, 52-43. We'll be right back. Listen to Bearcat basketball. And we're back here in Booneville. The Cats currently trailing the Hackett Hornets 43-52. Not a lot of game left, and minute 31. Cats in the press, looking to try to steal a ball back, unable to get it there as Fisher picks up Foster. In the hands of Garner. Garner's got Harrell all over him. $15 seconds left on the shot clock now. A minute and 6 seconds remaining in the game. We're going to have a charge on 35, and that's going to be his fifth foul of the game, Hayden Foster. Contact's drawn, and it's going to be the fourth team foul. Basket will be no good, and that'll be it for Foster. If he picks up the fifth foul, he had a good game tonight. Scored a lot of points for the Hornets and played big on the defensive side, but he'll have to watch the remainder of this one from the bench as he's picked up his fifth foul. So now Booneville is going to have it with just over a minute left, minute 3, I'm sorry. Trailing by 9. Got to get some shots off early and often. As Harrell drives in and gets a quick two, gets it down to 7. The ball finds its way into the hands of Ketchum, who goes up top to 12 Garner. And the Hornets have it back outside, and they're going to play keep away as long as they can here. Doe's got the ball. There's 35 seconds remaining in the game, 16 seconds left on the shot clock. And there's a turnover that we needed. Goff gets it, dishes it out to Madsen, and he travels with it. Got the look, just didn't execute. Now going to have 25 seconds to go. Shot clock will be off for the remainder of the game. Garner has it, moving side to side here. Able to get up across half court and get it over into the hands of Ketchum, who swings it out to the outside. And we're going to have a foul charged to Nate Smith. It's going to be 5, so that's going to send him to the line. With 8 seconds to go, it looks like Hackett's going to take this one. Ketchum at the line. His first shot is no good. Hasn't done a lot as far as point scoring goes tonight, but he's been a force out on the court. Come away with a couple steals, a few long rebounds. Done a good job up top the key running and executing this offense as he gets that second one to go. And we're going to have a timeout charged to Booneville, and it's going to be a full timeout. So it's going to be an 8-point lead, 45-53. And one more time, do you care if we can read off some of these sponsors?
Sure. You find them again. Exclusive broadcast advisor, First Western Bank, serving our local community for over 110 years. Premier sponsors, 5B Properties and B Plus Storage Solutions. See Calvin Bennett for your rental needs. Community National Bank, let Brett Cook and his staff take care of your banking needs. Shelter Insurance, agents Gerald Baker and Austin Baker. S&W Home Center for all your hardware needs. The City of Booneville, good hometown of Mayor Edgar Baker. Patriot Underground and Taylor Needed. First Booneville, home of First Booneville students and First Booneville kids. Booneville Family Dental. Stacey Holbert Photo Art.
Thank all y'all, all of our sponsors. Couldn't do this without your support and your help. This fourth quarter is coming to a close. It was brought to you by Brett Cook of Community National Bank. I don't think I said it in the beginning like I meant to. So Brett Cook of Community National Bank, visit him for all your banking needs. The Cats are going to have 8.8 seconds remaining here as they get it into Fisher. Drives in and gets the finger roll to go. That's going to get it to 47. Booneville's going to take another quick timeout with 1.9 seconds to go, down 6. It's going to take a miracle from here to get back in it, but you got to give it a go. So we're going to have a 30-second break. We're not going to have a lot of stats for you at the end of this. I'm going to be honest, it's not easy to come up with them in these basketball games. I don't know if anybody here is really keeping them fully, unless Chuck is over there, but with 1.9 seconds to go, we won't be here with you much longer. The plan is to be back January 30th.
Yep.
I don't remember who the Cats are taking on, and by I don't remember, I think I might not have ever known, but I don't have a roster with me here, but that's when we'll be back, January 30th. We've got 3 more dates on the schedule. We're planning to bring you Bearcat basketball.
Yep, homecoming, senior night, and the 30th.
Yep, the 30th, homecoming, and then senior night. So we'll see you back here at that point as the pass goes off the ceiling. Goff's able to get the 3 off. It's no good. I don't think anybody knew what to do when that ball hit the ceiling. You don't see that very often. And that's going to be a rough loss to deal with today for the Cats. Hackett comes in and takes 2 on both the boys and the girls' side. That will drop Booneville into, I think, a tie for second, if I remember correctly. If not, they'll be in second in some form. Hackett will take home that win, and that will give them a comfortable lead in the standings, or at least a 1-shot lead in the standings. Cats are going to fall to 5-2 in conference, 10-5 overall. Isaac, you got anything?
Nope, shots just wouldn't land for him.
No, not a lot of shots. You can tell we're not basketball guys, I'm sure, but no. we enjoy doing this. We look forward to the next one. If that's it for you, that's it for me. So for Isaac Brown, I'm Jake Fennell. And for Zach Austin, I'm Jake Fennell. And what's he say? Lord willing, we'll see you next week. Yep. Great day to be a Bearcat. Yep. See y'all later. Thank you.